Hello, and welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is The Listening Party. Today, we are going to be checking out Go Live from Stray Kids. And this is a video that has been highly requested for a really long time. And I didn't do it because, frankly, I was at a point in my life where there was an oversaturation of Stray Kids music for me. And I was just not ready to check out this album yet. Especially as someone who is as busy as I am and consuming so much music, it was especially daunting to have a really long album like this come out. And I just was at a point in my life where I was like, this is not the right time for me. We don't take requests. No matter how many people request it, I'm still not going to check it out. For me, doing these videos in the most honest and authentic way is the most important thing to me. So no matter how long it takes, I'm either never going to do it or I'm going to take a really long time to get to it because I just was not in the right headspace to do it. And I am now. I was like, hey, you know what? I want to check out this album now. I'm finally ready because I don't want to fake a reaction because it wouldn't be fair to either you or Stray Kids themselves or even to me to fake a listening party experience that I frankly don't want to do. So we're about to check out a lot of music today. And here's the thing. I am always an advocate for needing to learn the language. So as a Korean American, I can tell you that there are so many things in the Korean language that are so nuanced that you can't translate it all. And even if you do translate things, it's just so awkward. And especially if you want to really understand the emotion and the meaning behind so many things, honestly, the best way to do so is to learn the language. Now, the best way to do that is to use Rosetta Stone. I've been using Rosetta Stone throughout the past year, and so many of you guys have also told me about how you've been using Rosetta Stone to learn Korean, to better connect with not just K-pop music, but also when you watch variety shows and dramas, and it's helped out a lot of people. Rosetta Stone has classes for all types, whether you're a beginner just starting to learn the language or you're an expert who needs to brush up on the language. They have classes that make it easy to understand because they use immersion and interaction. So if you guys want to use Rosetta Stone, use my link in the description down below to get a discount off of their monthly membership or consider getting their lifetime membership. Now, for a limited time only until the end of the year, the lifetime membership is only going to be $179. That's $20 off of their usual price. It's usually $199. So it's the best deal that you're going to get, especially in time for the holidays. So, it's the perfect Christmas gift for either yourself or a loved one. Korean doesn't have to be the only language that you limit yourself to. I myself jump between Japanese and Chinese, trying to learn Japanese, brushing up on my Chinese. So if that's something that you guys would want, consider getting the lifetime membership. Once again, thank you to Rosetta Stone for sponsoring our videos. Guys, seriously, learning Korean is so important, especially when you are trying to understand and connect with the lyrics like we're going to do with the Stray Kids album here. So let's get into the listening party. So we're going to be starting off with the first song on the album. This looks like it's just an intro. This is Go Live. Now, because of copyright policies, listening parties are forever changed. We can no longer do a full listening party for any album and include the music because the videos get instantly blocked on our channels. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually show you the time code. It's not going to have the audio if you're watching this on YouTube. However, we're also going to re-upload this on our Patreon. That's going to include the music. So if you're already a member on Patreon, you can go to our Patreon and you can see the version with the music. All right, so we're going to do a countdown. This is Go Live. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Huh, interesting. Hmm. Sets a very interesting tone for the entire album. Go Live, the intro, is a very trap inspired beat. The lyrics convey, Felix says it towards the end, but even before Felix said it, I felt like, oh, the lyrics of this, it feels like it's a little bit pertaining towards almost a similar vibe to their second title track, My Pace. The lyrics here talk about wanting to take it slow, take it easy, have fun, not be in a rush. There's this one lyric that says, it was uh, something about like you. Okay, I can't find the lyrics, but something about like you go ahead and take the plane and fly away. I'll just like take like the local transportation. Um, it's just about, I don't know. It's about having fun. God's Menu, which is the title track for this album, was a very fun song. So I wonder if that's gonna be the tone for the entire album. We'll see. All right. We're gonna check out the next song on the album. Obviously, God's Menu is next, but we already have a reaction for that. So we're gonna check out Easy. So we're gonna do a countdown on my mark. Three, two, one. No, I'm gonna look up the lyrics. Oh, oh. Ooh. It's interesting listening to that song after Go Live because, if we had listened to it in the original format of the track list, it'd be God's Menu and then Easy. But the intro song and Easy are very similar in tone, where they are both very heavily trap driven, very much hip hop oriented, and very, very blazingly fast with their rap lyrics. The song is basically a confidence filled song. Like it is just brimming and oozing with kind of like a swagger that is a little bit more subtle is not exactly the right word, but it's one of those songs where, like the rappers brag about, how they do it so well, and they in here they say they do it so easy. But I feel like whenever you hear from, like, let's say a more Western appeal, but I mean there are some Korean rappers like that too, but it's largely more of a Western hip hop sort of trend where they brag about their skills and talents, the money and their fame. And it feels like they're just bragging, and I don't necessarily see the skill and the kind of technique to back that up. Here, they talk about making it look so easy, and yet they pull off some of the most fastest, most complicated rap ciphers that I've heard just from Stray Kids in general, and from most rappers in general. They have like such a fluidity to their words. And it's such a crazy art form that they're again making look so easy. So it's that kind of self-confident sort of championing song, and yet they do it in a way that I feel like is not douchey as it usually always comes off when I hear like very self congratulatory songs from rappers. So yeah, it's just interesting to hear that right after Go Live. It seems like it's still very similar in tone. It's very aloof, very confident, wanting to just have fun. And I have some different thoughts about this, but I'm gonna do that in my wrap up when I finish listening to the whole album, because it might change depending on what the other tracks are. So we'll move on to the next song right now. This is Pacemaker. All right, here we go. Countdown once again. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to look up the lyrics. Oh, I like the beat. Ooh. Changbin sounds a little sexy. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. That song was hype as fuck. Listen, I didn't think it was going to be bad, but it's titled Pacemaker. Pacemaker being a device that people use to keep their heart beating, right? And there are different allusions to that there, but allusions. I mean, there are different things in the lyric alluding to that there, but whoa, it's just a fun song in general. It's very hype, very energetic. I like the melody overall because here's the thing. I appreciate it for what it is, like with songs like the intro song. For me, I'm just not a fan of intro songs. So let's say Easy, for example. Like I like Easy for what it is, but a song like Easy is not something I'm gonna listen to in my casual free time. It's definitely something I'm gonna add to my phone, but it's more like workout music. And I feel like Stray Kids for me has three types of styles of music. There's their workout music, and their workout music is just not something I would ever listen to in my casual free time because here's the thing. I'm a basic bitch. So I like a really catchy hook, really catchy melody. And so when, really hip hop heavy stuff, like really cipher driven stuff, it's not really my personal thing. But I like that kind of stuff for working out because it gets my aggression up, it gets my testosterone running. That's why I like it. But stuff like Pacemaker falls under their more, I would say, it's a mix of their aggressive hip hop stuff with their more pop stuff. It's got more of a K-pop friendly pop melody, but even then, I feel like Stray Kids is most K-pop friendly songs are their title tracks, and their B sides are a little bit less mainstream friendly. But I would say Pacemaker falls under that genre. And then the third one is like their emotional stuff, talking like Voices or Hero Soup, that kind of stuff. So I'm always a sucker for that kind of stuff. I really really liked Pacemaker. It was fun. It was bouncy. I thought just like the rapping was a little sexy. It was a little sexy, especially given the lyrics. It's like it sounds. I don't know. Like I think parts of the lyrics, it doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be. You could be saying these lyrics to a friend, someone, a family member, or whatever. But I took it in a more romantic context, like you're singing it to a girl or a guy or a non-binary person who you are like kind of like professing your feelings to. That's how I sort of read it. And for me, like especially like that part Changbin had very early on, it's just like the way he kind of delivered his lines. I thought it was very sexy. Okay, we're gonna check out Airplane next. So we're gonna do a countdown, guys. On my mark, three, two, one. Oh, I forgot. Stray Kids has four type of music. Then there's their playful stuff. This sounds like it's gonna be in their playful genre. I like their playful stuff too. Jesus Christ, they're so fast. Ooh, I like that part. Sounded like Pangchan. Oh. 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 Ooh. Okay, that's more of a mix of like their playful stuff with their pop stuff. Oh, I really, really liked Airplane. Airplane is one of the few songs where not a lot of Stray Kids songs I feel like are romantic songs, are songs that sing towards like a specific like someone you're romantically interested in. But like it felt like that in the beginning. It felt kind of cute. And then towards the end you have lyrics like "We fallen in love, yeah, girl, I will show you Neverland. 난 너의 피터팬, 나 나의 손 놓지 마, babe." So the lyrics right there are saying, "Girl, I'll show you Neverland. I'm your Peter Pan. Don't let go of my hand, babe." Because obviously Peter Pan can fly, right? I like that. It's very rare that we get Stray Kids songs that are so overtly romantic, but I like it a lot. I think this is what I really love about Stray Kids' music is sort of the diversity of that kind of style. I feel like last year we got a lot of kind of like more serious stuff, a little darker stuff, you know, stuff like Mori Aputa, like that kind of stuff. Victory Song, Boxer, like I felt like a lot of the B-sides last year, and that's kind of the things those are the kind of things that were kind of draining me a little bit. It's like a lot of them were like very heavy, very kind of like a dark aesthetic. And so I'm liking kind of like the approach to this album a lot. All right. Next, we're gonna check out Another Day. All right, hold on. Countdown: three, two, one. Oh, not where I thought that was gonna go. Okay, what's this called? Another Day. Sounds very similar to Officially Missing You. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Who's that singing at the end? Sounds like Han. Was that Han? Oh my goodness. Oh, I really, really enjoyed that. That is surprising. Sounds something more like off of like a mixtape or like a demo. Wow. I love like the simplicity of that. It felt like even though it was very simple, it felt like a very mature song for them. Okay. You know, Another Day, songs like Another Day, it's like a great little it's a great little palate cleanser in the middle of the album, especially when you've had so many like loud, very rambunctious songs. Um Man, I really really liked Another Day. That was really good. Oh my goodness. I don't want to say it's like my favorite song on the album, but like it's up there. Like that's how really good that is. It's very light. Um it's very beautiful. The lyrics are like very bittersweet. But I mean that's right on my alley. Okay, let's check out the next song. This is Phobia. Here we go. Three, two, one. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my god. Literally just talked about the basic bitch that I am, and the pop stuff that I love from them. It's their pop stuff with like a little bit of like that edginess that you get from some of their darker stuff. Like it's not inherently a dark song, but it's got a little bit of like sort of like a moodiness to it. You know, it's got a moody atmosphere. And that, oh my god, that electronic synth melody, that, oh my god, this, oh man, you know, it doesn't necessarily have the title track treatment, but I feel like if they had thrown in some, I don't know, maybe a different chorus and like a longer, more hype outro, this could easily be a title track. But I like it as it is. That's not a criticism in any regard. I'm just saying this song could not be a title track as it is right now, but it has the blueprints for a title track. And now that I'm thinking about it, like the next, you know, whenever Stray Kids like is finished with this series, because they do their albums in series, right? I would love for them if they went through like an electronic an electronic dance phase for their title tracks. And I'm talking more like in the style of like Phobia, you know. I'm not talking like doing straight up EDM or like just constantly redoing Mido, but something more along the lines of like Phobia. I think that would be so dope. Okay, next up is going to be Blueprint. Let's check this out. All right, on my count, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what the fuck is this melody? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Changbin. What is this song? Oh, those drums sound so good. Oh, that's so sick. Oh my god. Oh my god. 이거지. Blueprint is by far the most different Stray Kids song of all time. There is no other Stray Kids song. I haven't listened to Ta yet, but or Haven, but this is the biggest musical stylistic change for Stray Kids. Stray Kids, they're definitely not a one-trick pony. They are one of the most versatile groups, but they have a trend. They have a style to their music. This broke all of their conventional rules. This broke how they usually assign their rap portions, their vocal portions, how their instrumentals work. I don't know quite how to describe this song, but it doesn't feel like a Stray Kids song. And at certain parts, I was like, I could hear Winner doing this. I could hear Astro doing this. And then I hear them go off on these lyrical flourishes. But I'm like, oh my God, none of these other K-pop groups could do that, though. None of these other K-pop groups could do what Hyunjin just did when he came in with that like aggressive fucking rapping. Like, I love how the rapping super contrasts the very, like, honestly, very beautiful, very cute guitar in the background. But Blueprint, I'm gonna say this. Blueprint is, in my opinion, a god tier Stray Kids song. It's god tier how good Blueprint is, just on a musical production level. Just on a production level, that song is a god tier song. Wow, wow. Oh my god. Okay, let's listen to Ta. Oh man, I'm in shock. All right, 3, 2, 1. Sort of as like a very powerful tribal feelings. It's still building up. It's still building. Holy shit. The only way I can describe this is if somebody made like a more tribal, kind of like a war cry version of 17's hit. I'm going to ruin this song for you, but doesn't the chorus, doesn't the main like kind of like buried melody that doesn't that sound very very similar to that kind of like the constantness of 17's hit? I'm not saying that they bit off that song. No, like it's not a case of plagiarism. That's not what I'm saying. But it's that same type of song that what 17's hit was and what this song is for Stray Kids is it's that crazy energetic unrelenting crazy dance song. Like if I saw choreo for this, if you've seen 17's hit, which you haven't, oh my god, go bless your ears and eyes right now. But like the kind of like nonstop crazy footwork that they do in 17's hit is like the same exact choreo I would see for this. This song is like it doesn't let up. It's unrelenting. It is a tribalistic war cry, but unlike Victory's song, which is like a lot more aggressive and much more angry in tone, I feel like this one is a lot more fun and it's more of like a party kind of song. Like it's very loud and expressive, and oh my god, it is fucking fantastic. I love it. I love it so much. All right, we're going for the last song. This is Haven. All right, on my mark, 3, 2, 1. I need to stop. I'm sorry. What? The first 10 seconds. What? What? I never thought I'd hear the sound again. I never thought I'd hear the sound again. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what this sounds like after I listen to the full song because it might change, but let's start over. 3, 2, 1. I like that actually made me teary eyed. That actually made me teary eyed because Haven, oh, even just from the opening melody, it's so nostalgic of like the golden age of K-pop. Um, you know what this sounds like? I never thought I'd ever hear music like this again in my life, like be produced in like new songs coming out that sounds like this. This sounds like a Big Bang song. And I'm talking about like even before Big Bang got like the mainstream western appeal. I'm talking before Bang Bang Bang. This is like I'm talking Remember album era. Like back when they did like electronica music. This sounds like it could be Infinite's music. This sounds like this could be old school U Kiss. If there's any old school K-pop fans, we're talking like early 2010s K-pop fans, y'all know what I'm talking about. This has that vibe. It has that sound. It has that old school. Also, it looks like I'm swole as fuck in this angle, but I'm just fat. But oh my god, oh my god, this cements it. What I said earlier. I really, really want Stray Kids, like their next series of albums, I want them to go through a dance phase. If they made dance music, I think it would be really fucking incredible. Like, there's a lot of dance music in K-pop, but a lot of it is relatively shallow. Stray Kids, because they take such a personal approach to their music methods, whether they're making a much more hip hop oriented track like Easy, whether they're making something more playful or different like Blueprint, whether they're doing a dance track like Haven, it is always going to have a unique approach to it because Stray Kids takes a personal approach to it. I'm not gonna do a reaction for Top Slump or Gone Days are on track, just because I've already checked them out. Um, I wasn't so much a fan of Gone Days or on track. Like just for people like I believe my reactions for Top and Slump are on Patreon. Slump, I reacted to it very recently on Patreon. Oh my god, Slump blew my mind. Slump is amazing. But I wanted to give you guys just a rundown. If you guys don't have Patreon, if you don't want to go to Patreon to see the reactions, I didn't upload my. I don't think I uploaded my reactions for Gone Days or On Track because it just I didn't I didn't care for it. But Top, so incredible, so amazing, and Slump it will. When I reacted to Slump, after discovering Slump became my favorite Stray Kids song of all time, beating out Voices, which was my favorite Stray Kids song of all time. That has changed. I think at least the second half of this entire Go Live album, is in my top favorite Stray Kids songs of all times. Absolutely. This was Stray Kids' most diverse, most experimental album. This album is a huge risk. It's such different sounds, such foreign sounds for Stray Kids. And I think they pulled it off incredibly well. I think it goes to show you the difference between a group whose pop music is produced by, third party producers and a group when their music is produced in team. And Stray Kids created, in my opinion, their best album to date. This is hands down Stray Kids' best album that I've heard so far. I've heard all Stray Kids album up until Go Live, so I haven't heard the new In Life album. But up until this point, this is their greatest album of all time. Solid 10 out of 10. Like I said, don't really care for the intro or Easy, but that's how perfect and amazing and incredible the other songs are. Even if there are other songs on the album that I would tick points off for, the other songs are so strong and so good that they make up for those points. This is an incredible album. I'm not sorry, in fact, that I took this long to check it out. You guys have to understand, I have been watching Stray Kids like many of you since the pre-debut stuff, right? Well, okay, not the show. I'm talking like since Elevator. Since Elevator came out, I have been following their entire journey and their process. And I love this group to death because this group, their music is so incredibly special. I'm talking like they're one of the few groups whose music is actually incredibly special, because a lot of people say that, but Stray Kids actually produces their own music. So they have some of the most unique different sounds in K-pop because the way they structure their songs are so incredibly different. But because it's a group that I personally have all these like attachments for, I'm not sorry that it took me so long to upload it, just because I definitely would not have been in the right frame of mind earlier this year listening to this. Just this was a very tough year. And this was a very hard year. But at that point in my life, I didn't need this. Stray Kids, when you have music that is so personal and so emotional, even a fun pop song, I consider to be emotional. Songs like music like this, I need to be in the right and proper mood for it. And I know Stray Kids' music well enough that I knew that I would not be in the right headspace for that. And I definitely wouldn't have been. Now that I've finished it, now that I've listened to it, I definitely wouldn't have been. I listened to Top earlier this year when it came out. Top has not stuck with me because I listened to Top at a point in my life. I think Top is incredible. I think it's one of their best songs, but it's not ingrained in my brain because I listened to it at a point in my life where my brain was not like a sponge, where my brain didn't need this music, right? Right now, I was in a place in my life where I'm like, I need Stray Kids' music. I need new Stray Kids' music. And so this was the perfect opportunity for me to check this out. I love it. It's incredible. I just want to thank everybody who wanted me to see it. I can see why you wanted me to see it. I definitely, I don't I don't get mad at people when they request stuff, I'm more so of the mindset of like, you can request all you want, but nobody requesting ever is going to change my mind, because I view art to be such a personal experience that if I'm not in the mood for it, no one can change my mind. And I needed this album at a certain point in my life. I believe in destiny and all that crap. And I believe that I have been holding on to this album for this moment because this just rocked my world. This shook the very foundation of my core. This changed everything I know about Stray Kids and every which way I see Stray Kids. And I just think it's their best album. Guys, thank you very much for joining me and watching this video, watching this listening party for Stray Kids' Go Life album. I really greatly appreciate everyone showing up and checking it out with me. Once again, thank you to our sponsors over at Rosetta Stone for sponsoring this video. We really appreciate it. Guys, a big chunk of this album, if you want that more visceral connection, that emotional experience, consider learning Korean. Consider taking those first steps to learn Korean with Rosetta Stone. Guys, we really appreciate everyone joining us. In the future, I thought about it long and hard. I haven't done a listening party in a hot minute. And it's because I was actually going to cancel listening parties forever. I was just like, they're constantly getting blocked. The companies don't want me doing it. So why bother? But, I got to the point where it's like, all right, you know what? I will do it because people will never stop requesting it. And I won't do it on a regular basis. I'll just do it whenever I feel like it. And I won't do it for every album either. It's going to be one of those things where listening parties are going to be special. And, regardless of whether we can monetize it or not, I take music so very seriously that, like, yes, I could monetize every listening party because, one, it doesn't have music in it. And so I could be making more money off of that. But that's not what it's about. It's about the experience. And if I feel like this experience is going to be ruined by filming it, I'm not going to film it. And if I feel like this listening experience is going to be ruined by me rushing to listen to it, I'm not going to do it. So I'm sorry. I know like people want to see my reactions for specific things here and that, but you know, I'm only going to do it when I feel the urge and when I feel the beck and call calling, and when I think it's something that I want to do on camera. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video with me. If you want to support us, consider visiting our Patreon. If you visit us at patreon.com/formatherapy, you can get early access to some of our listening parties like this, but we also have live stage variety show, reality show, drama reactions. We also have brand new merch out. So if you guys want to support us, you know, consider picking up one of our merch. We would greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate anyone who supports our videos. So if you can't support us monetarily, that's completely fine. You know, a free way to help us out is to go ahead and hit the like button down below. Oh, it's actually this one. Hit the like button down below. Leave a comment when you interact with our videos. It helps us out a lot. Subscribe. You know, subscription button's going to be right over here. Hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload a new video, and go ahead and check out all our other videos over here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.